All right, guys, we just got to Turquoise Lake in beautiful Leadville, the highest city in America at 10,200 feet. I'm staying about 15 to 20 minutes away in the mountains at 11,250 feet and hoping that I'll get lucky today, catch some lunch or catch some dinner. We're looking for trout today. Turquoise Lake only has a 2 trout limit. You know, hopefully we can catch those 2 real quick. But yeah, if I don't catch anything with this lure after a couple tries, I'll switch it up. Then I'll eventually move down. Wish me luck. Maybe we can get a keeper on our first cast, who knows? Wind isn't entirely in our favor right now, but at least it's not blowing towards us, which tends to happen. I have that good luck, you know, usually as soon as I get to a body of water, the wind starts blowing directly towards me. I enjoy always fishing upwind. That way when you're casting downwind and the wind will carry it further. But this might be, you know, more of a lure for bass. I did catch a trout once with like a baby trout lure. So you never know. I'm not sure if you heard that, but you could hear the wind pulling that line pretty far out there. So I'm just gonna keep a steady pace going. By keeping that steady pace going, I'm activating the spinner on the back of the fish so that it kind of really does look like it's swimming and it gets that action going. Fools other fish into thinking it could be real. So that's why I want to keep that motion going again to make it look like that is a live fish swimming on the bottom. Not sure where the trout are in this lake. Probably not on the bottom. But like I said, this is just the lure that was last on here. So might as well just do a couple casts with it and see what we can do. We'll go down a little bit. Use some of that wind action. We're gonna be coming right back on the shore here. It's getting a little windy, so there goes. On to the dirt road to our campsite. So I'm not sure if you can tell, I can't really see through the video, but there's lots of big potholes here. Just put my car in traction mode. And here we go. We are on our way to the campsite. It did rain earlier, so lots of big puddles. My girl Roxy. Roxy is the name of my 2013 Toyota RAV4 XLE. I think she prefers to be off-road or four-wheeling than on paved roads. She's doing a great job. And here comes the rain. Of course, it's raining. Avoid as many big rocks as I can. Oh! Over the ridge to our beautiful mountain view. Not sure camera's capturing that. Oh, just gorgeous. We're just gonna park right here. Alrighty, so excited to take you guys camping this weekend. First time solo camping up in Leadville, Colorado, currently at an elevation of 11,250 feet. First solo camp, highest solo camp, probably will remain my highest solo camp for a while until I come back here. But yeah, my tent's already set up. I have 2 trout that I caught at Turquoise Lake today. I did catch 3, but the possession limit is only 2. And I'm gonna cook them up and just get a fire going, hang out, hopefully wait for this rain to pass here soon, and enjoy the rest of my evening, read some books, hang out by the fire. Talk to you guys later. Just got here. We are very high. I love it. We have a beautiful view. As you can see, that's what I'm going to be waking up to tomorrow. I had a long day of fishing down at Turquoise Lake. I caught 3 rainbow trout, They have a limit of only keeping 2, so I threw my first one away and then kept the last 2 because they also took me all day to catch them. Now I'm just kind of getting everything set up. My tent was already set up earlier, and now I'm just, you know, trying to make sure that the fire pit's good to go, get a fire going, and cook some fish. Right now, I'm just trying to make a backing to this fire. So this wall, I'm trying to put like a wall down here, you know, on the back of the fire pit with rocks to radiate some more heat towards me so I can stay warm. It is probably going to be freezing tonight. It's a little early to camp in this season, at least this high up in altitude. So I'll probably be a little chilly. I'm actually not that chilly right now because the sun is on me, but as soon as the sun starts going down here in just a couple hours, I'm gonna be freezing my ass off. Oh, and this is where I'm gonna put my hammock later. I'm gonna read a little bit, as many rocks as I can from nearby. Just kind of build up a little bit more of a backing to this fire pit. So yeah, my name is Vane. If you don't know me, if you're not someone who knows me and came here to watch me, I live in Denver, Colorado, and that's Vane, V-A-I-N. My mom was pretty eccentric, I guess, when she was naming me. I was recently, I guess not recently anymore, but I was laid off in September. Oh, this is a good rock. September of 2024. And I'm still not working. When I got laid off, I thought it was like honestly, it was a blessing in disguise. I got really into crystals and meditating. Can you get back on my face? Where was I? So laid off in September. It's now June, so it's been quite a while. Ooh, just definitely picked up a rock from an ant pile. Okay, that was fun. Okay, yeah, all right. You know what, we can still use these rocks. We can still use them. My hand was like black, and I was like, what is that? I thought it was like dirt. It was ants. And if they want to stay here, then they're just gonna get really hot later. We'll keep going. I'm gonna need that radiant heat for sure. Should probably start looking under the rocks and stuff. I mean, honestly, there could be like snakes and stuff, so. Actually, maybe not this high in altitude, but I wouldn't want to take my chances. I have tried to work as, in the equestrian field. So when I got laid off, I went to go visit my family for a few months. Just kind of wind down, figure out what I wanted to do next. And I spent a couple months riding horses with my riding instructor out on Long Island. And as I was riding a lot, I decided that it would probably be a good idea for me to, since I'm thinking about changing up my career, to get a job working with horses. So I rode a lot, improved my horsemanship. I did a couple barrel racing clinics. I do like barrel racing, and yes, I am the only male in those clinics. It's all chicks usually. And I ended up doing, applying for a couple dude ranches out in Colorado. Had a Zoom interview for one, which ended up, I landed a full, in-person interview, 8 to 6. It was a pretty long day. And then I got the job offer. Leading up to that, I noticed that I started experiencing some back pain. That was not going away. And so after, maybe I should have done it before I got the job. But after I was offered the job at the Dude Ranch as a wrangler, I decided to just get my back looked at to make sure that I was good to go and in shape. A couple MRIs and x-rays later, turns out I do actually have 2 slip discs in my back, and it started radiating to sciatica, down my right glute, right thigh, and sometimes into my calf. So I'm on medication. I'm doing physical therapy 3 times a week, in addition to trying to get out and, just be active as much as possible. I do try to focus on my posture, which I'm kind of not right now, because I would need to put my belly button in, hips forward, shoulders back. That would be a good posture for me, at least corrective for now, but I've been standing up all day at the lake, so let's just chill on that. All right, I'm gonna keep going on this rock pile, and then I'll show you guys the fire. I do have a lot of newspaper for kindling, but I do want to get some extra kindling split for the fireplace, or for the fire pit as well. Always safe practice, stand on your knees, swing towards the ground. You don't want to do it with standing up because you could easily swing into your leg or something like that. So this is a safe way to do it. probably best when you hit your target as well, you know. Ooh, that was actually pretty perfect. Very nice. Maybe I could pull. Let's see. Nice. All right, I didn't get any splinters, but that did remind me that last time I was making firewood, I did get a splinter, and I told myself I was gonna wear gloves. I try to get no splinters. Chafeel. Tiny little bit. Not quite what I wanted, but it's kindling. Ooh. Not bad. Tell you what, I'm gonna be ready to eat some fish after this for sure. This altitude was really starting to get to me this afternoon. Burning a lot of calories, but staying hydrated as well. Always got to remember to stay hydrated when you're at altitude. Easier. Something tells me I might just be hitting in the same spot here for a while. Obviously, this is not, you know, a proper axe. It's just a hatchet, but this wood is a hammer. Nice. Happy with that. I like that. All right, that's gonna be my kindling for now because I'm exhausted. It's the moment of truth. I'm not using any propellant or any of my Blackbeard. Simply just using some newspaper and hoping it catches. And I don't have to use more than I anticipate. See how far this can keep going in. There's an ant from the ant pile. I told you you were gonna get in trouble, buddy. Smoking. Oh, I think we're good. Looking good, looking good. I'm happy with that. I think that's gonna hopefully keep going. Smells good. It's got that nice crackly sound. Cook me some trout. Sorry, I forgot to show you the beginning of my mattress pad setup. I do have another mattress pad that is the rubber like insulation that you put down on the ground first. Then you put down this air mattress, and then you put your sleeping bag and blankets on top. But this is a Sea to Summit air pad. It is quite expensive. You will realize if you get into camping and outdoors that you need to pay for quality material. This probably costs more than some actual mattresses, but it's pretty cool. So this is the bag that it comes in. You take the pad out. You then fold the bag inside out because this gray part, the inside, like comes out, attaches to the pad. You open up this big hole on the side, just blow a big puff of air in, so that fills up, seal it up, roll it up. It pushes all the air into the pad. And just like that, you've got a sleeping pad. You just close your little circuit there. I usually sleep this way, but for some reason I want to sleep this way, like facing the mountains. Maybe I'll switch it up later, but doubt it. It is very cold up here. This is obviously not a backpacking sleeping bag because it's ginormous, but it is excellent for car camping. This one is a 20 degree. This is Bass Pro Shops Eclipse. And I do like it to feel very cozy and homey in here. So I'm gonna show you one more thing I put down. Make it feel like I'm in my cowboy country home. It's my super soft cow print blanket. So I always set this down next to my bed, actually. It's kind of like my little entrance to my home, you know? Very cute and cozy. I also have an extra like standard blanket in my car just in case it gets too cold. I highly doubt it though. Every time I've been camping with this sleeping bag, I get very, very toasty. Make sure that this fire keeps going. After I maintain the fire, I'm gonna start getting these trout ready. I did clean the trout already, so you guys don't get to see that. But I will butter them and season them. A little workout here. Get you pretty winded in this altitude. Butter, season. I do have a grill that you can place like over the fire as well. I have a stove and a propane and like a couple propane tanks. I figure it'll be cooler to put the grill over the fire today and then just throw the fish in my pan, put the pan on the grill, which I guess might defeat the purpose, but hey, at least I'm not wasting any propane, so.